if you go to a restaurant and there's two things on the menu, one thing on the menu, pretty shitty restaurant, right? That's a terrible restaurant. You got to give people options. A lot of people will ignore you by only getting one vehicle option, right? The reason Deschamps, the reason they took whatever I told them, you did send them a bunch of vehicles before, but we did a credit pitch, right? This is going to be part of your demonstration, in my opinion. It's up for interpretation, but I think the demonstration is your way of controlling the customer. That's your credit pitch, telling them what they can and can't get in a professional way, but you have to lead them towards the decision. You can't make the decision for them because then they don't like you. You're just forcing something down their throat, right? Super important that you get everything that they want. The selection is going to be based on the approval that we get. The demonstration is literally going to be you sending a bunch of different options. And when I say a bunch, I mean like 3, maybe. That all work within the approval, that all make you money, right? And when you go over these things, let's just, for example, say we have a 4-key. Does everybody understand what that is at this point? If not, speak up now.
4-key?
Hermione.
4-key is going to be about the 16.99% interest rate.
Okay.
We're going to be capped at 140% loan to value. So what you do on a 4-key is you credit pitch them. Listen, you're not going to get a 1-ton diesel right now. It's not happening. These are the reasons why. You go over their credit with them. You make sure they understand it, why they sit where they sit. Now, auto loans are one of the best ways to build your credit. It's an installment loan. It's literally the best way to build your credit is an installment loan, okay? In 12 months time, you're gonna qualify for loyalty program. I say 10 to 12 months. Never ever fucking say 6 months. Never say anything less than 10, because I'm going to shit down your throat so badly and so disrespectfully, because I've dealt with sales guys. Oh yeah, we'll swap you out in 6 months. No, you won't. No, you won't. 6 months is enough time to build credit. It's called auto recycling. Banks hate it, right? So right now we're going to start you off, and you know, after you go through your credit pitch, I say it exactly like this. I'm not asking you to marry this girl. I'm asking you to date her. Use her around, treat her like shit, whatever. Just date her. You don't need to marry this thing. 12 months time, we'll get you into the vehicle that you're actually looking to get into. Now, whether we can or not, that's based on their decisions on building their credit. After you give that credit pitch, teach them how to build their credit. Not only will you get better from doing it, but you're giving them advice that's going to actually work, right? It will actually help the customer. And when customers do what I tell them to do, they come back to me with better credit. It's not just, oh, the auto loan's the end all be all. No, there's other stuff that they have to fix as well. So that's how we're going to gain control of that. Now, when you go in for the selection, they're not going to love anything you send them. They're not going to like that you're sending them a fucking Tucson or a Tiguan or a
20K.
with 120K, right? Which makes, I mean, when it's got higher mileage like that, because they're dating it, makes it easier to sell the warranty. Listen, you're out of your factory warranty. I just want to make sure this thing goes as smoothly as possible until we get you into your new vehicle, okay? That way, when you show them these vehicles and you go over this gorgeous SE front heavy, front wheel drive, premium cloth interior with Bluetooth and reverse camera, Hyundai Tucson, they're like, yeah, I can do it. I like it. I like it enough. I'll take it for a year. Right? That way, when you do that, okay, let me get my best numbers for you, my best possible pricing, payment deal, the whole shebang. If it makes sense for you, I'll deliver to your doorstep like a pizza. Right? There's no reason a subprime deal should take more than 2 days. 1 day even. And that way, when you pitch them the numbers, you already know what his payment's going to be like. His credit's already been torn apart, and they believe you, they trust you, they want to do business with you. That way, when you say, buddy, we have this thing listed at $32,995 for your beautiful 2018 Tucson, I'm going to give you $3,637 off. So the balance to finance is only, I'm not going to do the math properly, let's just call it fucking 28,223. That's it. Your payment over a nice short term, it's only 78 months, is $425 bi-weekly. Pretty simple, right? If you Do it like that every fucking time, you're going to sell more cars. Right? They're anticipating a higher payment because they know their credit's damaged. They're anticipating not keeping this vehicle for a year, so these numbers don't really matter to them as much.
Yeah.
So when you go through it like that, you're going to sell more vehicles, especially not dealing with a customer in person. In person, they get to drive a vehicle. They get to feel the power. They get to feel the luxury. They get to touch all the buttons. Over the phone, you got to build a story. You need to sell the dream. It's not selling. You're not selling the product. You're selling a dream. You're selling yourself. You're selling the fact that they can trust you and that you know your shit about credit. They need to feel safe, because personally, I'm not buying a fucking car over the phone. Ever. I am in the business, right? But doing everything over the phone with all the fraud that happens is very sketchy.
It's crazy.
Right? People, I have a friend who used to be a gangster, and his gangster buddies think that he's fucking crazy because he makes $200K a year selling cars, $300K a year selling cars. And he's like, you don't see your customers in person? They're like, what the fuck? Like, they don't even come down to the dealership. He's like, no, we deliver to him. He's like, how? Like, how does that even make sense? Like, you're literally pitching a $40,000 purchase with $400 in payment at fucking 15%. And somebody's gonna say yes to you. Shit's crazy. But you gotta do it like that every single time. Every single time. Whatever you need to do to get ready in the morning, think you're the fucking shit, think your mitt don't stink, whatever, do it. Come in with a good head. Whenever you talk to a customer, have a little bit of enthusiasm. Right? I haven't just stood up here, I mean, for the most part, I'm not feeling the best, but I've been fairly monotone, but I still fluctuate my voice because it's super, like, this shit is so important. The close should be literally a 30-second phone call. Okay, I need your void check, pre-authorized debit form, whatever. I need your license, 3 references. I'll deliver it out to you right now. Close should be 30 seconds. That's why you gotta do every step properly. And when you do every step properly, it's very simple. I can literally do this in an IKEA parking lot, taking my kids out of a car. I'm a little bit different because I'll remember their credit profile and I'll still do a credit pitch pretty properly. But just make sure you do everything to a T, follow every step. I'm gonna be handing out lists full of old customers. Well, not old customers, they're old leads. It's vintage data. And you don't need to put these people in your pipeline at all until you contact them and I want to buy a vehicle in 6 months. Why not now? Okay, 6 months, whatever. So actually, I'm gonna go grab a sheet here. Do you want to grab them? They're just right behind Cody's monitor there. Work from a credit app will make you more money.